Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is able to hear me and everyone is able to see my screen. If possible, can someone please raise a hand or type in the chat window if you are able to hear me clearly and able to see my screen? Anything is fine. Okay, great. Thank you. So, some of the participants requested one more demo. I'm going to take today also the demo, and if possible tomorrow also I'll take a demo if required. Okay. Yes. I'm going to start my course content from today onwards. So far in the demo, I have explained mainly on EJB, RMI and Spring. That's the first class I explained in the demo class, in the demo one. Also, I have explained in the demo two, Spring versus Spring Boot with a scenario. And in the demo 3, I have explained what is microservice, why Spring Boot is specially used for that. Okay. And I'm going to share all my 3 demo YouTube links in the chat window, guys. Also, I'm going to paste in the Hangouts group also. I'm going to paste totally 3 demo videos I have shared in the chat window. Okay. So I'm going to start today. The first topic is any new topic we are learning. The first exercise we will do is Hello World project. Am I right? How to create a Spring Boot Hello World project. So this is the context which I want to cover now. Okay. Right. So before I proceed further, there are 2 participants raised a hand. Deepak, go ahead. Ask your question, please. I unmuted you, Deepak.
No, sir, I don't have any question.
You raised
Previously,
a
you were
hand.
asked.
Okay, thank you,
Oh,
thank you.
yeah, yeah, for that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So anyone has a questions as of now, you can raise a hand. Otherwise, I will teach further. So course content also I shared in the Hangouts group. And if you don't have Hangouts group link, anyone doesn't have Hangouts group link, I'm going to share this. And also someone asked about NASCAM. This batch is for not NASCAM. Prajwal, advanced Java little bit needed, not completely, like JDBC, little bit of multi-threading is required. That's what I told in the demo one. Okay, this batch is not for NASCAM. Okay, this batch is outside of NASCAM. Oh, I don't know, someone asked me, so I checked with these things. And also I'm going to share the details of the admin. I'm going to share the details of admin also today before the classes. Before end of the class, I'm going to share the details of admin. Right. Now we'll go to the class now. I hope everyone is clear on this till now. Okay. Right. How many ways we can create a Spring Boot project is nothing but, as I mentioned in Spring versus Spring Boot, sir, we no need to write any configuration. That's what I told you, right? We no need to take care of any installation. We no need to take care of any deployment. Only our responsibility, that is developer responsibility, is to work on the development effort. If at all, if I want to create a Hello World project in Spring Boot, I no need to download any Tomcat. I no need to download any database. I no need to configure any things. I no need to deploy anything. That's what I mentioned, right? No installation, no configuration, no deployment. Everything will be taken care by the framework only. Am I right? This is what I conveyed in my second demo class. I hope everyone is clear. Okay. If anyone was missed in my 3 demo classes, I've shared the YouTube links of 3 demo classes. You can go there and you can check there. Okay. Right. Now there are 4 ways. The first way is, sir, I want to go with normal Spring approach only. Spring Boot project, but I want to go with normal Spring approach only. Like I want to write some configuration. I will write some configuration so that I will understand what happening in the background. So whatever the topic I am teaching, very, very important for interview. What is the interview question is, do you know Spring Boot? Yes, I know Spring Boot. Why Spring Boot I need to learn? What is the specialty of Spring Boot? You will answer with the demo class. Yes, sir. Spring Boot is the framework which is really used for developing the real-time projects on the fly, where developer no need to take care of any configuration, any installation, any deployment, any class path problems. Any of these things is manual tasks are not required at all. Just a developer need to focus on the development effort only. Remaining things will be managed by the framework. This is what and benefits of Spring Boot. Then immediately next question will come. When you run Spring Boot, what things will happen in the background? Can you explain the life cycle of a Spring Boot project? That is the next question it will going to come. Okay, sir, you created a Spring Boot project. How installation is going to happen? How configuration is going to happen? How deployment is going to happen? Can you explain me in the background how the things are happening and who is doing what? That is the real important interview question that I am going to explain 4 to 5 classes only, that topic only. Only 4 to 5 classes I am going to spend only on that topic. The question is, what things happens in the background when you run Spring Boot project? What are the technical things which are happening in the background? That I'm going to explain to the 3 4 classes. Okay, it takes up to 4 to 5, depends on how the class is going on. Okay, sir. So to explain that particular scenario, I need to write some code. That's why I'm going with normal Spring approach. Okay, there are total 4 approaches are there. 1 2 3 4. Okay, 2 3 4 are automated. Automated in the sense, you no need to write anything. Anything in the sense, you no need to install Tomcat, you no need to install any configuration, you no need to any of the manual task which is not at all required. Only in the first approach only we need to buy, because I'm going with normal Spring approach but not Spring Boot approach. Second, third, fourth are Spring Boot approaches only. Okay, sir, why are we these many things are there? Yes, I can create a Spring Boot project in n number of ways. I want to talk any of the things. Okay, so first I will go to this particular Hello World project, how we can create a Spring Boot project using normal Spring approach, so that we'll come to know some of the manual things which I need to use. Then I will explain second and third and fourth. Then you will see, sir, what things we added manually and what it is automated in second and third and fourth, what is really automated. You will come to know that. So that is the purpose of this first 4 approaches I am going to cover. I hope everyone is clear on the agendas for today's class. How to create a Spring Boot Hello World project. Okay, sir. There are 4 approaches are there. The first approach is normal Spring approach only we are going to use. Normal Spring approaches is how we create a Spring project. In the similar way, we need to create a Spring Boot project where we need to write some of the things are manual, and it will give you a clear impression what things we wrote manually, what things are automated, so that it will give you a clear picture. Understand? If any one of you have a questions on this, please raise a hand. I can unmute them and you can ask the question clearly. I'll make sure that you will be getting that particular answer clear. But please raise a hand if your question is in line to my topic, whatever I'm teaching. If you have any other questions, today I'm going to give, if you have a lot of questions, I'm going to stop 10 minutes before. I'll take only the questions which are out. I mean, any other questions apart from my topic which I'm teaching. Okay, guys, is that clear to you? So raise a hand, any one of you having a question related to the topic. The topic is Hello World project in Spring Boot. If you have any questions on the topic, you can raise a hand. I'll clear your doubts. If you have any other questions apart from the content, what I am teaching, you can ask at the end. Okay. Sounds good? Yes. Fine. Now I'm going to take care of that. First of all, what are the prerequisites? What are the prerequisites to continue with our complete course as well as this hands-on? I mean, not prerequisites related to hardware and software details. We should have latest Eclipse. Sir, what is latest Eclipse? What do you mean by latest Eclipse? What do you mean by latest Eclipse? Eclipse have lot of versions. Oxygen, Kepler, Mars, Indigo, lot of Eclipse versions are there. I am sincerely requesting, don't use any of those versions. Please install. I am sincerely requesting, please install. Go to Google. Okay. Type latest Eclipse download. Latest Eclipse download, where you will get the first URL. Sir, why we need to download the latest Eclipse? Because lot of plugins, lot of things are there, and some are compatible, some are not compatible. I sincerely request you no need to struggle with that. I sincerely request everyone, as I gave my URL also, www.eclipse.org/downloads, or else I am going to give in the chat window to everyone. You need to visit this URL and you need to download. There is an option download x86-64 if your operating system is 64-bit. If your operating system is 34-bit, download the other packages where you will have 32-bit packages also, it will be available. You see here Windows 64 and 32 bits, lot of things are available, but nowadays no one is having 32 bit. Windows completely we have 64 bits only. Okay, right. Now we need to download and we need to install. Before that, you need to have Java 8, which is a minimum. First of all, before installing Eclipse, you need to install Java 8. I maybe wrote the wrong sequence. First, you need to have Java 8. Sir, Spring Boot minimum is Java 8 or Java 7 also it will work? Java 7 also it will work. Minimum Java version to run Spring Boot is Java 7, but I sincerely request Java 8 because I'm going to teach Spring Boot with Java 8 concepts like functional programming, optional keywords, streams, maps, all those things. I'm going to cover some of the important concepts of Java 8 because while writing Spring Boot code, I will write in a Java 8 way so that you will cover Java 8 as well as Spring Boot. That's the point here I'm going to focus. Okay. So first of all, we need to install Java 8. Everyone knows, no need to teach, right? How to install Java 8. Do I need to teach how to install Java 8? I hope, please don't ask me. I hope everyone is aware of, because it's a advanced Java. Everyone is aware of that. Okay. So please install Java 8 and latex Eclipse also we need to install. Then we need to install Maven. The third point is Maven. Sir, what is Maven, sir? Maybe some of you people may aware, may not aware. How many people, maybe I don't want to ask the question here. Anyone is in the class not aware of Maven? Any participant is the raise a hand. Any participant is not aware of Maven. Okay. Only, okay. Some of the participants are there. Okay, fine. So guys, those 5 participants, please lower your hand. I've got it. Okay, lower your hand so that it will not confuse everyone. There is an option where we'll have lower hand. Shiva, I did for you. Okay, right. So fine. It is a configuration management tool. Maven is nothing but configuration management. So what is a configuration management? What exactly a configuration management is nothing but. So in any Java project, okay, sir, in any Java project, so I'm going to write Maven is a project management tool. What it is going to do is nothing but first it will download all the jars. It will download all the jars. Which jars? Which framework you are working? For example, you are working with Hibernate, Spring, Spring Boot, Struts, any of the things you want to work. You need a jars, right? If at all, if you tell to Maven, Maven will download all the jars for you, which is having, Maven is having a repository, Maven repository. Okay, some kind of centralized Maven repository is there, which will download all the jars in all Java frameworks, and it will keep you in your local. It will download, and also it will keep the jars in class path. What is class path? Everyone knows class path, right? It's a core Java. Minimum is core Java. Class path is nothing but wherever the right I'm writing the code, the jar should be in the same path. That is called as a class path. Okay. So if Maven is not there, I need to download the jars. Then I need to create a folder as a class path, and I need to keep all the jars in the class path. And in Eclipse, I need to write that. Okay, that is called as a class path. Understand, guys? That is nothing but it is a class path. I'm going to explain that. Also, that is the first tool of Maven. Second task of Maven is nothing but compiles and build the project. For example, I wrote lot of code. My project is having lot of code. Who will compile and who will build the project? Maven is helping me there. It will compiles and it will build the project, and it will create var, jar, etc. If you want a var file or a jar file, it will packages the project. Also, if you have any test suite, it will run the test suite. Test suite will be running by Maven. Finally, where, yeah, test suite will be run by mine. It will create and jar. Okay, these are some of the activities. I don't want to go further on Maven. These are the project management utilities. Management is nothing but I wrote the code. What is the next? What exactly I need to do the next? So what is the Maven is going to do that? It is going to download all the jars, Hibernate jar, Spring jar, Spring Boot jar, struts jar and Maven repository. There is a Maven repository, centralized repository. From there, it will download and it will keep all the jars in the class path. It is going to keep all the jars in the class path. Also, it compiles and builds the project. It will compiles and builds the project. Also, it will packages the project. That means creating a jar file or creating a var file, everything it will do that. And if any test suite is there, it will run the test suite. These are the some of the important responsibilities of Maven. I hope clear everyone. So the participant who doesn't have any idea on Maven, are they clear? Guys, I sincerely requested you can join in my batch even though you don't know Spring, even though you don't know Hibernate, even though you don't know JPA, even though you don't know REST services. I am going to cover the important which are really required for Spring Boot. I am going to cover as part of the course where Maven is also part of that. Okay. So you got it at a high level. Understand, right? Yes. So if you feel any questions as of now, at any point of time, you can raise a hand. No need to hesitate, guys. No need to hesitate. I am ready to take any questions, but the question should be related to the content which I am teaching. That's the only one small request I am making here. Okay, guys? Yes. Now, sir, how to install Maven? Okay, sir. Now we got some Maven. How to install Maven? Some of the people may aware, may not aware, but I am going to explain here. I am going to explain here. You need to go to this particular URL, or else if you don't remember the URL, our Google is there, right? So where we click on Google, this much time it's taking Google. Okay, I don't know what is this much time. Now I got a Google where Maven install Windows or whatever the operating system you have. Again, Google, any problem with Google? One second, guys, some problem there. Maven install Windows. Yes, this is a website. You need to go there. Installing Apache Maven, https://maven.apache.org. This is a website where we need to go there. Yes, this is a website. I'm pinging in the chat window for everyone. Guys, if you're already aware of that, kindly ignore because there are 8 to 10 participants are there. They are new to Maven. I want everyone should understand my class. Kindly, sir, why are you teaching all these things? Please don't think otherwise, guys, because there are people are there where we need to do that, where we have some kind of downloads. You have a download option. Okay. So this is a URL for Maven. I pinged everything on the URL. Now you need to go to binary, means no source code. Maven is also having source code. So you need to take zip file. This zip file you need to download. Apache Maven 3.8.4 -bin.zip. If you click on that, it will be downloaded. So I provided the screenshots also here. So this is a screenshot where maven.apache.org download CGI. You need to download this zip file. Then you need to extract that zip file. assuming that I extracted to softwares equivalent to maven 3.3.1. You need to extract that, then these are the files you are going to get it after extraction of maven. Okay, then you need to create environment variable. Next point is we need to create environment variable. Why we need to create environment variable? Anyone, guys? Anyone can answer me? Why we need to create environment variable? Anyone has any idea? Why we need to create environment variable? Anyone? Yes, Sanath, you can go ahead.
Make it as global so we can access Maven from anywhere.
Exactly. That's a really interesting question. It's an interesting answer. Correct. Sir, if I create environment variable from any of the path, I can access. From any of the path, I can access. Sir, why we need to access any of the path? Because Maven I am installing at some particular path. Am I right, sir? I am going to install Maven at a particular path here. Now, I no need to write the code in the same path, right? For example, as part of the slides, as part of the slides, as part of the slides, I have extracted to Apache Maven. So Maven commands should not work only under this folder, right? Across the any throughout my system, it should continue, right? Throughout my system, it should continue, right? So that's why I need to create environment variable so that if you create your Java project in C path also, it should work. In D drive also, it should work. It's not mandatory that your Java code should also be in the Apache Maven folder only. Okay. I want to make this Maven as a global, anywhere I can access. That is the purpose of having environment variable. Okay. Now what I need to do here, I need to do, for example, I will show you here. My Maven is in, guys, everyone is able to see my screen. So Apache Maven. This is my folder 3.6.3. Once I extracted this is I'm going to get it, guys. These are the folders I'm getting it. So how to go to my properties, advanced system settings, environment variable. I gave in the slides also, my computer, properties, advanced system settings, environment variable, click on new button because I already have that. So I no need to click on that. Maven underscore home. This is what I need to create. And which file I need to do that? Wherever I extracted C colon Apache Maven 3.6.3. This is the folder I created an environment variable Maven underscore home. Where you extracted that Maven, that path you need to take here. Clear? Yes. Now we have one more environment variable. This is one. We have one more environment variable called as a path. Already in your computer, path will be there. In the path, you need to edit. You need to edit. Already lot of entries in the path. You need to edit and you need to write this entry. Maven percentage, Maven underscore home percentage slash bin. This is the entry we need to write. I covered clearly percentage Maven underscore home percentage slash bin. That means wherever you Maven is there, that bin folder, it should be in the path. Understand? These two things you need to do that. That's it. Then how to verify Maven is successfully installed or not? mvn-version. mvn-version. I am in this folder, C colon some kind of folder I am in. Okay, sir. But if I keep mvn-version, Maven is coming for me because I created an environment variable and I am getting, it's a global, right, for me. That's why I am getting Maven version. Okay. I hope, is it clear to the people who are new to that? Or should I explain on your computer on the installation part? If anyone, if you share the screen for the new guys, I can explain by sharing your screen also. But it's a simple installation. I don't think it's really required. Am I right? Anyone has any questions as of now on the Maven installation point of view? Fine. Thank you. Next, I'm going to cover. So prerequisites are over for us, where we can continue with Hello World project creation, guys. I'm continuing with Hello World project creation. First, I downloaded the latest Eclipse. I installed Java 8 and I also installed Maven. Okay. Now, how to create a Maven project? Okay. So how to create a Maven project? I'm going to explain here, guys. Okay. I this also I kept the slides here, guys. I already have this information also slides, where file new Maven project, because I installed Eclipse, latest Eclipse, which will have Maven plugin is already there. If you install Maven, that's sufficient. You no need to install Maven plugin. Immediately you will get file new Maven project. You will get an option. Then after that, there is a checkbox which I highlighted in orange strip, yellow strips or not a yellow strip. This checkbox you need to check it. Okay, new Maven project, sample project. Then you need to write group ID, artifact ID. So what is group ID? What is artifact ID? I'm going to explain now. Okay, so let me go there. File new Maven project. Everyone is able to see that, right, guys? File new Maven project. So file new Maven project. So file new Maven project. Automatically I'm getting a create a simple project. Am I right? Next, this is what I'm next. Murli Krishna, I'm going to share the installation and everything. Okay. I don't install Maven. Already I show when I create a project in Eclipse, but Maven will not work, sir. You need to install Maven mandatory. Okay. Sunit. Yes. Now, what is group ID? What is artifact ID? Is nothing but, as of now, I'll explain slowly. As of now, in Java, we have a package name, we have a class name, right? Am I right? In Java, we have a package name and a class name. Similarly, group ID is nothing but package name. Com dot spring boot dot hello world, and my artifact ID is nothing but first hello world. Something like I'm going to write first hello world. Okay. These are the two things I wrote here, package name as well as class name. Something like you can think of as of now, group ID as well as artifact ID, which I'm going to explain slowly, guys. Then I need to click on finish, so that it is telling you creating Maven project, first hello world project. You're able to see that, right? So this is what I gave, first hello world project. It is going to create that. Okay, clear, right? As of now, everyone is clear, right? Yes, Swati, exactly. Same. IntelliJ also is the same. Okay, right. Now I created first hello world project. This is the first hello world project here. Yes. Now, if I click here, right? If I click here, I'm getting this folder structure. First of all, we need to know what is this folder structure. Understand, guys? First of all, we need to know what is this particular folder structure. First, hello world, we need to understand what is this particular folder structure. Is it clear? Sunit just now explained, right? What is Maven, why we use? Did you join late, Sunit? I just now covered actually. Maven is a project management tool which is going to download all the external framework jars. It will compiles and build the projects. It will create a var and jar, and any test suite if you want to run, it will run. Yes, this is I already explained, Sunit. So please, it's a humble request everyone. When class is 9 o'clock means it's a humble request everyone. Please join sharp time. At least 1 or 2 minutes I'll wait. Always my class once a project, I mean once my batch is started, sharp timings I'm going to maintain. 1 minute here and after, but not I'm going to maintain because I'm taking only 1 hour, right, sir? I don't want to spend any scrap in my class. Definitely I'm going to take exactly 1 hour and some 1 hour 5 minutes, and I'll utilize that 1 hour 5 minutes effectively only for discussing the valid technical points, not for boozing on other things. Okay, right, sure. Now, any other questions as of now, guys? Everyone is clear? Right. Now, I'm going to explain Maven folder structure. This is very, very important, guys. Okay. There are totally 5 folders will come in the Maven folder structure. 5 folders will come. Okay. It's a very, very important in Spring Boot also, as well as in Spring also. Whoever not having an idea in Maven, this will help you. First folder is SRC main Java. Second folder is SRC main resources. Third folder is SRC test Java, SRC test resources, and Maven class path. Totally, we are having 5 folders will be there. So why these many folders means, if at all, if I want to write my programming logic, business logic, I need to write in SRC main Java only. Understand? If at all, if I want to write any Java code, our business logic will write Java code only, right? That Java code I should write in SRC main Java folder only. Why we need to write only there? If I write in other folder, what happens? Because Maven builds, right? Maven is only the tool which is building my project, right? It will only consider the entries in that folder. SRC main Java folder only it will consider. It will not consider any other folders. While compiling my project, if I write in SRC main resources, it will not compile. It will not run. It will not be considered. Understand, right? SRC main Java, which is nothing but all the business logic code we need to write in this particular folder only. SRC main Java. Okay, right. SRC main resources, any configuration like properties, database connection, username, password, dialect, connection string, port number, any of these external details, properties file will be there, right? So we need to keep these properties files in SRC main resources folder. SRC main Java is for writing our business logic Java code. SRC main resources for keeping properties files. Understand? Properties file. Then third and fourth folders are testers. Like testers will be there, right? They will write a unit test cases, right, guys? Testers will write a unit test cases. Am I right? So testers will write a unit test cases. So SRC test Java, SRC test resources, where, for example, I wrote 1,000 lines of Java code. A programmer write 1,000 lines of Java code. These 1,000 lines of Java code should be tested by tester, right? For tester also, he will write unit test cases, right? Integration test cases, automation test cases, right? That code he can write in SRC test Java, like JUnit, JMarketo, those kind of test cases will be there, right, sir? Where that is also Java code only, right? We will write in SRC test Java. SRC test Java will be in only for testing. Okay. SRC test resources is configuration code for our test cases. It's purely for our test cases. Understand, guys? Sir, if I write the testing code, if I write the testing code, if I write the testing code in my SRC main Java, what happens? If I write my testing code in SRC main Java, what happens? Nothing will happen. In production, you want to stop the testing. Test cases code you don't want in production. In the test cases code, whatever we write, it's only for development and testing environment, right? In production, we don't require that. So if you write in the SRC test Java, while packaging your jar or var, if you tell, hey, I don't want test code in production, then it will skip SRC test Java, SRC test resources folder. That's the intention of 4 folders. SRC main Java is for business logic. SRC main resources for configuration like properties file or database connection. And SRC test Java like unit test cases code like JUnit, and SRC test resources is nothing but our configuration code for unit test cases. So this is the 4 folder structures. I hope clear, guys. Everyone is clear on this first 4 folder structures. Okay, great. First question, I got it. Sorry, I'm sorry, Jalaj. I'm sorry, I mistaken. Yeah, you can go ahead. You can speak, Jalaj.
Yes, sir. I have one doubt. Like, if any tester is writing any test cases in test resources folder,
Mhm.
so while packaging this project, will that packaging as a var, so that test cases will be there in whatever we are writing in the test resources folder.
Correct. Correct. Yes. If you use by default Maven package, it will be there. But while packaging, if you tell -d skip test is equal to true, something like we have a command here. If you write
Yeah.
that command, it will skip the test cases. That's the
Okay.
intention of writing SRC test Java only. You need to write that. If you write in separate folder, then only
Okay.
it will take care, right? If you write in SRC main Java, then will it
Hmm.
skip? It will not skip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Okay, fine. Great. Now, what is Maven class path? That is what next point is. What is Maven class path? Here, every Maven project is having the important file is pom.xml. There is an important file pom.xml. Okay, guys, pom.xml. Every Maven project is having pom.xml. What is pom.xml? Is nothing but it is a main file. It's a really important file where will be I told Maven will be installing the jar files. For Maven will be installing the jar files for if you want to work with struts, if you want to work with Hibernate, if you want to work with Spring, if you want to work with any Spring Boot, right? You need to write in the pom.xml. You need to write in the pom.xml where within the pom.xml, if you tell, hey, I want to download Spring Boot jars. Within the pom.xml, I need to tell it download Spring jars. within the pom.xml, you need to download the other jars where you need to tell in the pom.xml, we need to write like that. Understand? So pom.xml is especially mainly used for pom.xml is mainly used for downloading the jar files. Whatever you write in pom.xml, it will download from the Maven repository and it is going to keep in the class path. Okay, so totally if I write in pom.xml whatever the things I need it, then only it will download Maven class path. A new folder is going to generate Maven class path. A new folder is going to be generated Maven class path. If at all, if I tell please download Spring Boot jars, that I will convey in pom.xml. Once I save that in pom.xml, it will download all the jars. Then a Maven class path will be having. Okay, so this is what so far introduction about Maven. This is more than sufficient for us on Maven to work with Spring Boot. So not more knowledge is required for this. This much knowledge is sufficient to learn Spring Boot related to Maven. Okay, right. Now, what is our target? Let me back to our target. We need to create Spring Boot Hello World project. Am I right? We need to create Spring Boot Hello World project. So we need to download what jars? Spring Boot jars only, right guys? We are working on Spring Boot project and we need to download Spring Boot jars only. So I need to write in pom.xml, we need to write some of the entries here. So where we need to write a parent tag, which is nothing but group ID, artifact ID, and version number. So this is the code where we will write manually to download Spring Boot charts. Understand? So what is a group ID? Spring Boot, they wrote a code with one package name, one artifact name, right? So this is what the package name they have used. This is the class name they have used, or this is a nomenclature name they have used. And this is the version number. Okay, I am asking to download parent jar, Spring Boot parent jar. First of all, we need to download Spring Boot parent jar. What is parent jar? What is child jar? Spring Boot is having hundreds of features. Hundreds of features. If I want to run any one of the feature, if I want to run any one of the feature, understand? If I want to run any one of the feature, parent is mandatory. Parent plus which feature you want to download. Understand, right? So first of all, we need to download the parent jar as well as dependency. There is a one more tag called as dependency. Which dependency, which feature you need? This is our case is web application, right? Where Spring Boot Starter Web. Spring Boot Starter Web is the web application. Spring Boot Starter Web is the web application. So this is the entry which I need to write. Let me go there here, guys. Let me explain here once again. I am writing Spring Boot Hello World project. In Spring Boot Hello World project, where I am going for pom.xml, I need to ask Maven to download Spring Boot jars. How to ask that? You need to go to pom.xml, where you need to write two tags, parent tag, dependencies tag. Parent tag is to download Spring Boot main jar. Dependency tag is which one you want in the Spring Boot. Spring Boot is having hundreds of options, hundreds of features. Which feature you want to download? So you cannot allow download parent jar. You cannot allow download child jar. You need both parent as well as child. Okay, so that is what we need to write, parent tag as well as dependency tag. As we are going with the manual approach, we need to write in second and third and fourth. You no need to write, framework will take care. As we are in the first approach, right? where we need to write this particular code. Understand, guys? Yes. Yeah, cool. Now I'm going there. I'm writing in the pom.xml. So yes, there is a I mean Naresh Shetty from side Prasad sir is joined in the call. So I hope maybe you are seeing the call. Okay. So tomorrow there is a link may change. Okay. And everyone, you might have if you are like the this is my fourth demo, and if you like my approaches, if you want to subscribe the course, you can directly do the registration process. Okay. So tomorrow link may change. Understand? Yes, that's what he asked me to convey. I conveyed the message. Right. Now here I need to write parent tag. Sorry, parent. Okay, which is equal to group ID. Right, automatically it will come. You need to type that. Artifact ID, version number. So what is the group ID? Arg dot spring framework dot boot. Arg dot spring framework dot boot. Sudarshan, I'll provide the WhatsApp number as well as email ID of the Mr. Prasad sir, who is the admin for this batch. You can get in touch with him through WhatsApp, or else you can send an email. Okay, sir? Yes. Arg.springframework.boot, that is a group ID. That is what that is what in the notes it is there, right? Arg.springframework.boot. Now Spring Boot starter parent, which is equal to Spring Boot starter parent. This is my artifact ID. Version is equal to 2.1.6. Release. This is the version number. I mean, as I am telling the lowest version, but as of now in the beginning of the class, that's why I'm taking lower version. After that, I need to take dependencies. Lot of dependencies. Under that, there is a dependency. Okay. What dependency I need to take here? Group ID as well as artifact ID. Same group ID, but in place of parent, I am taking web. Spring framework arg.spring framework.boot spring boot starter web. So this is the things which I need to write inside pom.xml. Control shift is for formatting parent tag as well as dependency tag, and I need to save this. Now after saving this, I've saved this, guys. After saving this, where you will get a Maven dependencies folder. You are going to get a Maven dependencies folder. One second. Arg.spring framework. Some spelling mistake might be there. Yes. Parent tag. Arg.spring framework.boot spring boot starter parent. I think it's hyphen starter web. If small mistake is there, it will not take. Now you saw that it is building and it is downloading the Maven dependencies folder. You saw that Maven dependencies folder came. Initially it is not there. Now slowly it came. Maven dependencies folder. Now it is downloaded these many jars. You saw that Spring Boot starter web. These many jars it downloaded. It downloaded. Now here Spring jars, Spring web, Spring beans, MVC, AOP, context, expression. These are Spring jars. Now, Hibernate jar, Tomcat jars. Automatically, I told it Tomcat will be there, right? Within that, Tomcat jar. Next. And Spring Boot jar, main jar, Spring Boot jar. Like all these jars will be downloaded. Okay. Yes. Sachin Kumar, go ahead with your question, sir.
Yes, sir. So actually, I have a question. Like here in pom.xml, we only gave the starter.web and the boot, but here we have like so many jars
Correct,
in
sir.
Maven.
Good question. Very, very good question. Okay. So these are the minimum jars I require to run a web application. These are the minimum jars I require for a web application. What does, for example, Spring jars. Why we need Spring jars? Because to run a web application, I need configuration, right? Spring jars are for configuration. Am I right? I need Tomcat, right? To run a web application, I need Tomcat, right? And to run an application, Spring Boot also required, right? So these are the minimal number of jars which are required to run minimum Spring Boot project. It downloaded all the minimum jars. Okay, sir. Sachin, is that clear? Okay, cool. Any other questions by anyone? Any outside of question or any inside question? Any general question? I'm going to stop for today. Tomorrow I will continue on the project hello world real Java code. Today I only explained pom.xml. Am I right? Today explained only pom.xml, and I'm going to share this code also into the Hangouts group, and I'm going to put that YouTube links also in Hangouts group. Tomorrow morning I'm going to post that, and we'll see that. Okay. Yes. So tomorrow my topic is we will complete Hello World project in Spring approach as well as STS or any other approach. Then you will see what is the difference between these two approaches. Once you are comfortable with Hello World, I will really enter into the topic of JPA, Java Persistence API. I'm going to start that. This is the content here. Yes. Sunil Bihani. Yes, go ahead. I unmuted you, Sunil.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm able to hear you clearly. Please go ahead.
Sir, I just want to know the who is the admin. Could you please share the details in
Yeah,
the
I told, right? Admin is Mr. Prasad. I'm going to share the details, WhatsApp number. I'm going to share that. 1 second, sir. So let me
and
share to.
one other base is also going on. That is the morning 6 o'clock by the Raghu sir.
Okay, I don't know that, sir. It's you
Okay.
talk with. This is admins 733731341. This is admin Mr. Prasad, sir. This is a WhatsApp number. I ping to everyone. Please get in touch with him, as well as his email ID prasad.nareshit@gmail.com. This is what his email, admin's email ID. I ping the WhatsApp number. Please don't call him. If you send a WhatsApp number, he'll get it. Okay. Yes. Demo ends today. I think demo, and that's what Mr. Prasad sir told me. Okay. Right. Sanat Rayala, you can go. You can speak.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sir, actually, you said in the past you have created this one variable and then in the system environment variable you said /bin, right?
Correct, sir. Yes.
Sir, what is the difference? What is the difference if I give directly or if I do like that?
Okay. The difference is, for example, I moved Maven folder from C colon to E colon. Now I moved this folder to from C drive to D drive. Then I no need to touch my path variable. Path variable is a global variable which should not change at all. Once only will change. Just I will go to this PC properties. Okay, only this is added by me, right?
Yes, yes.
Maven underscore home is added by me. I can simply change here so that path variable is having lot of other entries, right? I no need to touch that. That is the intention of this. Okay, it's a very good question. It's a very, very good question. Yes, that is the intention of that. Okay, right. Let me take Praveen Kumar. Praveen Kumar.
Good evening, Vijay. Actually, I'm unable to get this on. I mean, I could not get the confuse. I mean, a little bit confused, sir. What is the output of this one? Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to see, sir. Sir, one of the question I would like to ask you, sir. Sir, in the beginning you said like a spring we are going to do, but in between you are talking about Spring Boot, sir. I little bit confused about myself.
I clearly told I am not going to talk Spring by default. I clearly told in the demo, I am going to start directly Spring Boot. While teaching Spring Boot only, I am going to cover Spring. There are no sessions for Spring first initially. Okay, because I have lot of topics in Spring Boot I need to teach. It will take me 70 to 60 to 70 classes almost I will going to take. Okay, so if I cover Spring, then what happens here? We don't require really Spring actually, just only some core concepts we require. Okay, and I want, if I start from directly Spring Boot, for example, I am writing at the rate of auto void. I'll explain what is at the rate of auto void. When I'm writing at the rate of bean, I will explain. Okay, while writing the Spring Boot code, I'm just now today I covered Maven, right, sir? Praveen. In the similar way, I'm going to cover. I'm not going to start Spring. That's what I clearly conveyed. One of the participants also asked the question, sir, is the first topic is Spring Core? No, I'm not going to cover Spring Core as a one of the topic. I'll write directly hello world code. That's the intention, right? Hello world, it's intentionally covering Spring only, minimum of Spring Core. And when I goes to next projects, I'm going to cover. That is the strategy I'm going to follow, because lot of topics I have to cover in Spring Boot. It's an ocean. Okay.
Yeah, I got it, sir. Another question is, sir, for you said like the second and third and fourth point, they were going to go for an automatically.
Correct. Yes, sir.
So that
I'm going to teach after that. First one is over, then I'm going to teach second, third, fourth.
Okay, that means we could not do like this, whatever we did right now. That
Correct.
means,
Exactly. Exactly. Why I told also why I'm going to do this, right? Because you will compare. Oh, this is what the code I wrote. Oh, this is the code it generated. You will easily analyze, right? That is the fine. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. How many classes it needs? 60 to 70, or it may extend 70 also. So oddly you will take almost 2.5 to 3 months. That is a oddly you can take of that. Okay, right. Sunil, I hope I already answered. You have one more question, maybe any question you
Yes,
have?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I have one more question.
Mhm.
So, which content you are going to cover in this as part of this course?
As is your first class, Sunil?
Yes, it's my first class, sir.
Okay, I gave you on the Hangouts group. Did you got the Hangouts group link?
No,
I gave
sir.
you. Okay.
Okay.
Please
The group itself.
Now I'm pinging you again.
Mm,
I'm pinging you now. Okay, one second.
yes, Hangout group link. I got it.
Okay, please install Hangouts app and click on the link. Okay, sir. And
Okay.
these are my 3 YouTube links. 3 classes are over, sir, already. Okay. So in the first link, you will see the content, or else in the Hangouts group, I pasted the content. You can get the content from there. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions? Anyone?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Gugan. Can I say Gugan correct? You can unmute. I unmuted you, Gugan. You can speak. You raised a hand. Okay, I don't know. He's having a problem. Gugan, you need to unmute.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you able to audio?
Yes, I'm able to hear you, sir.
Yeah. Actually, you mentioned the Spring Boot startup web. So it automatically downloaded the Hibernate also, right?
Yes, because Hibernate is also required to run a web application.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Thank you. Any other questions by anyone? Okay. Mohin Khan. I unmuted you. Yeah. Sir, I'm not able to hear your voice at all. Very, very low voice I'm getting. Okay. I'm hearing your voice actually. You can type in your question in the chat window. I can go. Okay. Yes. Rahul. I unmuted you, Rahul. Sunit.
Sir, can I change another server?
Yes. Anything you can change, but it will not automated. I'm going to tell in my future classes. Okay, as it's advanced question as of now. Yes. Okay, guys, I'll stop for today. If you have any questions, yes, Rahul.
Sir, we need to study Spring first to learn Spring Boot.
You need to attend my classes. You no need to study anything. I'll take it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Sir, project Mohin Khan, as I clearly mentioned, something like end-to-end project is this course is purely related to the course and the content, where each and every content I am going to explain some kind of project only. I am going to explain some kind of project only. So you especially dedicated project will not be there, and separate batch will be there. Project batch is separate batch is there, where you can join that batch if you need. Okay, fine. Okay, guys, thanks everyone. We'll meet tomorrow. And also Mr. Our sir gave the link also. Prasad sir gave the link also on the related to subscription of the course. This course is not for NASCAM. I already told. Okay, fine. Thanks everyone. Have a great day. We'll meet tomorrow.